been waiting for a long time, gotta do it. And won't let nothing hold me down, gotta do it. Because I may not get another chance, I believe it. If I want it, I can have it, I believe it. Done with falling, done with losing, I can do it. I think I'll tell myself again, I can do it, yeah. And I'm not gonna stop till I win, 'cause it's my time to rise, hey. It's my time to shine, oh. It's my time to live, it's my time to live, it's my time to fly, oh. It's my time, it's my time. She's a diva, yeah. She's a diva full of drama, don't believe her. Hearing things that people saying got you twisted. So much fiction, not much fact, got you twisted. And ain't nobody got time for that. See, my moment has now arrived, and I won't let it pass me by. It's my time to rise. Hi, everybody. Let me turn this up. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. Just a shout out. Let me give all my thanks to everyone who has been a subscriber from Tea Time with Bunky from the beginning, my new followers and subscribers, those that follow me on YouTube and both Facebook and TikTok, Bunky Bunk. I'm on TikTok. I would like to give a special shout out to my cousin Monique Matt. Look, I don't know if y'all can see this. She made my hoodie. She made my Tea Time with Bunky hoodie. Yeah. So tonight, the village. Let me talk about a special thanks to the village. For those that may miss the live tonight, remember I always talk about it now that you can always go back and listen to you can listen to the show live at 9, well, not live, syndicated on Zeno FM on Tattoo Radio Shop, LLR Ohio, Sasquatch Boot Hill Radio, Cuzzo FM, that's on Zeno FM, and that's at 9 p.m. tonight. Once again, that's the Tattoo Shop, LLR Ohio, Sasquatch Boot Hill Radio, and Cuzzo FM. And if you happen to miss tonight, you can catch it tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. on WAP the Music FM, Culture Shock Radio, and Southern Soul Gold Radio. So, which is all powered by Zeno FM and supported by Online Radio Box. So tonight's special guest, this gonna be a good show, y'all. It's gonna be a good show. My special guest, let me get out of this. My special guest goes by the pronouns. Wait a minute, I want to put it up here. Goes by the pronouns she, her, they, and them. She, her, they, and them. For those that know me, know like this is gonna be real interesting. And for those that are going through the transition, and that's what this is called, a transition. I put that last part in there. She's not even aware. This is an interesting and difficult conversation. I have a disclaimer up here. It's a disclaimer, y'all, because this conversation may contain some sensitive topics. Your discretion is advised. Please don't nobody come for me. I'm trying. Tea Time is a learning experience. It's a learning experience. But I would like to dedicate this show to Miss Casey Henderson. She's 31 years old, Black trans woman who was shot in February 26, 2023. Her body was discovered when firefighters were responding to a fire that had been set in her apartment unit. So in other words, they wouldn't have found her without this fire. So since February, this was February, there's been 6 trans women that have been violently killed, transgender or gender non-conforming, which Malaki, Malaysia will explain. And just so you know, I mean, black women and people are targeted all the time, but black trans women continue to be at the highest risk for homicides within the LGBTQ community. So, without further ado, let me get everything together here. Let me bring him in the studio, bring her. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
How is it so far? How is it so far?
I'm good. It's
I'm
going. So far, it's good.
okay
It's
because
good.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Thank you so very much for
You're welcome.
coming on, having this conversation with me. Um, it's a difficult conversation for me, but it's going to be more difficult for you, probably. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. But tell everybody a little bit about you, and then we're going to get into this conversation. It's a learning experience, just so you know.
Yeah.
And that, like I keep saying, at no time do I ever want to offend anybody because it's not. This is just I don't know, and you're here to help me learn while
Yes.
telling your story. Okay, so tell everybody a little bit about you.
Okay. I was born as Malaki, but I go sometimes by Malaysia to friends. Some family, what have you not. I'm 42 years old. I live in upstate New York. I currently live in Syracuse. I'm from Utica,
Okay.
though. Utica, New York. And my upbringing was great. I have two brothers um and a mom. Oh, what else? And that's like really sums up who I am. That's a little
Just
bit about
just
who
a
I
regular
am so
person.
far. Regular person, human
Just
being is
just
all.
just a regular person. So you're in the early stages. Are you in the early stages of the transition
I
or
th- well, in the sort of not early, but I could say I've been trans for 6 years, so it's like early in the middle, some type somewhere. It's not that long, but it's long enough.
okay. For those that don't know, explain what trans means. Like is it the it's what is trans? Because
It's a it,
there's a bunch.
it's a it, you go it's a transition like a trans like it's from being something to something else. So being a man going to a woman,
Okay.
and it's like the same thing with a woman going into a man. It's just transition from one sex to another.
Okay. But for people to understand, this isn't something that you willy-nilly just up and
Oh no, no,
decided to
no! You
do.
have to you have to go. It takes most of your life. It could be from through trauma. It could be
Mhm,
that it just was in you genetically, where
mhm.
your body, where your feelings comes first. You feel like a female outside, and
Okay.
then the inside comes maybe a little later. So your
Okay.
outside might be feminine. You want something feminine. You might or something masculine. But
Mhm.
for me, I just wanted to wear dresses, skirts, and
Okay.
hair, and makeup, and wigs, and all other stuff on the outside. But the inside was like, maybe.
Okay.
But then it got to a point where it got more that I seen, even though women sometimes not happy, but for me, I'll be happy for looking
Okay.
like what I need to be looking like for the rest of my life
To match what you've always
to
felt.
match the
Like,
inside and the outside. So your
okay.
inside had to match the outside,
Okay. And you always felt this way. This
and
has
I always
been
felt like a female.
okay. All right. For people that don't understand and think that it's just something that people do and you don't. It's people just like I always say about I mean it's not the same, it's totally different about African Americans. Like we've been tormented and tortured. No one would choose to be tormented and tortured. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like I'm only making the comparison with like transgender to African American or someone of a different that's considered different. No one would choose to be considered an outsider. So you didn't choose this. This chose you, basically.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, the pronouns, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I said at first, I was like, I'm not using the plural form. I was like, because I'm
Yes.
talking to one person. This was my mindset, right? I was like, I'm talking to one person. I'm not talking to a bunch of people. So they, them, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But my niece, broke it down to a bunch of us that didn't understand. She was explaining that while you're in the middle, I hope I got this right, Tay. While you're in the middle of the transition, you're physically still masculine,
Hmm.
but inside you're feminine,
Yes.
hence the they them. So is that correct?
Yeah, because you're still you, and you have different personalities in yourself.
Right.
So you have the female on the outside, or a man if you're a trans man on the outside, but
Uh-huh.
inside is, or your inside is still the gender that you was born with.
Okay.
So you have all these entities in one person.
So hence the plural form.
Yes.
I got it. It made sense to me after she explained it because I'm like, I don't get it. But it totally opened my thinking. Um, Now, did you before you started transitioning or whatever, when you were a child, right? Did you
Hmm.
tell your family what was going on, or did they tell you? Like, how did that work?
I told my mom like every now and then. I think at 11 I told her. Then again at 17, and I told her again about 20 something. But your mom brush it off. It's
Mm,
not like, well, you brush it off. And then I sat down, and then I told myself one day, it was a summertime, that I think 36. Yep, 36. I sat down and I said, "This isn't. I am transgender. I am a woman. I'm trans. I'm transitioning to a woman." And my brother asked me how you feel and all this other stuff. So I said, I felt like this all my life. It's just that now, um, I have more courage
okay,
to do this, and more self awareness.
okay,
And I seen things on YouTube at the time and Facebook, and people's journeys was different,
right,
but it was a journey that people was going through regardless.
right.
And I got brave enough to involve myself in my own journey
That's a
to do
strong
this.
words. Are you brave enough?
Yes.
That's really that's something. That's what made. When was the defining moment for you to be like, okay, I'm doing this? Like,
I was looking at a lot of YouTube videos of younger
okay,
transgender women than myself. And
okay,
ever since, and then I kept looking at YouTube videos, and I said the journey, how that they brave. I'm like, I'm just like them. I need to be brave. So it took me that to be brave of to come out of who I am.
okay. So you had to see other people that gave you the
I had to
courage,
see
and
other
sometimes,
people. Yes,
okay, and it helped to validate. Did it help to validate the way you were feeling, so you didn't think that okay? Well, I don't know if you thought this. I'm just asking to
yes,
validate like these feelings are legit. I'm not the only person feeling like this.
yes. I know people
Okay,
feel like that. I know people felt like that, but I was like, well, if they can do it,
right,
hey, Q, and I can do it.
right.
And this is, I live my life like this, but
Uh,
certain platforms and social media, I don't, sort of, and I do. So it's like maybe one day when I get, it takes me steps. So this
okay,
is the first step: wearing it, going out, doing what I need to do. Maybe social media will be the next step, and then it'll be the next step to the
well,
point
you're
where,
on social media right now.
yeah,
It's like
where
you're
now
on it.
now is now that I'm on this platform, and now everybody can see this.
Uh-huh.
You
Okay.
know, it's
So
different.
yeah, it's different. So how long, how okay, you said see this. So how long were you wearing? Do you just wear the wig or do you wear the like what do you do? Like give me a picture of you in the day when you're in full trans mode. What does that look like?
I wake up. If I have to go to the store, I like put it on. Get dressed up like a female. Like get ready, like get ready for your day.
Okay.
And I just get up, do what I got to do, take a shower, get ready for makeup and the hair and this and the third, and then go on my merry way. But when
Yes.
I'm that is but social when I'm that's my day. But if I'm
Mhm,
with my mom, it just depends on the situation. Because I work with my
mhm.
mom, cleaning up and doing all the other stuff where I don't need. I'm getting dirty and painting.
Right,
I don't need to put the hair on and all that
right,
other stuff because I'm gonna get dirty. So I don't do that
right.
at those times. But
Okay,
most of the time, that's I do dress like a female about 85% to 90% of the time.
okay. Well, that makes sense. You going to work, you don't get glammed up. Like you see me when we were setting up. I had on my scarf. Don't nobody. Just a regular day. Like
Yeah,
okay. Now, are you taking any
I take
hormones?
hormones. Yes, I
Okay.
take
Now, how
hormones.
long have you been on? Are these
I've been
questions insensitive? Are they too
no,
invasive?
no, 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 no,
All
no.
right.
I, I've been taking them for 6 years.
Okay.
I've been seeing a doctor for about that long, 6 years.
Okay.
I see a therapist. You got to see a therapist.
Oh,
And,
makes
and I have
sense. Makes sense.
and I have body dysphoria. So
Oh
you have to have
wow.
a whole lot, huh? So there's a
I
whole
said, oh
lot
wow.
go
Yeah.
on. There's a whole lot to go on with when you transition. You know, most
Hmm.
people say you a cross dresser. No, my thing is if you take the pills, legal or illegal, you are transitioning as you speak, as we speak, and
Okay.
I wear a lot of stuff proudly. You know,
Hmm. Oh, that's a lot. That's well, good for you. If-
thank
Let
you.
me ask you, the first time during your transition and you came out amongst your friends and family, how was that reaction?
I'm trying to
They
think.
shouldn't have been surprised though.
It wasn't really surprise.
Mhm.
They like I guess they just it's just me. The thing is
Right.
in my family, I'm just me. They don't use the name that I chose for myself, but they just use Malachi. I'm just Malachi. That's it.
Right.
Nothing different. Nothing. You know. Nothing that's outrageous. I'm just me with the hair, without the hair. I'm just the same person.
Yeah, I
You
got
know.
that.
I never had no negative yet. Maybe energy or someone's they speak ill of me because I changed who I am.
That's really good. I'm glad you haven't had that negative experience. I'm really happy for you because from the things that I see, it's really it's something. And that's why I said in the beginning, like nobody would just choose to be persecuted. Nobody chooses that, you know. Um that's like all right, now how am I going to say this? That's like I grew up in a very religious family
Hmm.
and you know about religion. I'm sure you know about religion. There's a lot of persecution around it. You know, how have you ever been? Have you ever been approached by a religious person in the negative way? Because I've seen some things on like TV or whatever where kids were transitioned or they came out as um they transgender and
Hmm.
their parents sent them away to like religious camps so that they can get that spirit prayed out of them, like some horrible things. So, did you ever face anything like that? I mean, not sent away to the camp. That's extreme, but I'm just saying.
Nope, never. I haven't dealt with nobody because
Good for
I
you.
haven't dealt with nobody who came to me who was all about the Bible, always spirituality, always putting their faith first in my
Mm,
face
mhm,
and making me feel bad. Maybe if I was a child, maybe if I was doing this as less than 18 years old, there may
mhm.
be a whole different conversation and a whole
Right,
different thing.
right,
But since I was an adult doing this, being
right.
me, and came out as an adult, so things was different. Times are different.
Yeah, they are, but I tell you, it's something. Let me tell you, it's something out there in them streets. Um, now you mentioned, get ready to go there. You mentioned people go through this different reasons, be it trauma or whatever.
Mm,
Speaking to you in the beginning, when we first had our first conversation, you explained to me that this has always been you. This is
yes.
all, and people I talk to, this has always been you. But you did go through a traumatic experiences.
Hmm. I have. I've been. I have been molested with two different people, and and I think one left me scarred than the other. And within that, it was escape. Let me start from. It was escapism. Here's and plus also this from that the way my life was going, it was
Mhm.
escape from the molestation and stuff like that to the relate to the fantasy that I was creating for myself as a child, like you live in a pretend world. So I had a
Yeah.
pretend world. So I had a pretend world with sisters. So I was
Okay.
like the older sister, and I had that pretend life set me up for what's reality today. So so I don't. So now I used to think every time I walked down the street, I had a pretend life behind me, like a bubble, and I always
Okay.
used to refer to that all the time. So and as sisters and this and the third. So when I became Malaysia in reality, that life changed. That life slowed down, and my life started beginning. Would that make sense?
Oh, it makes sense. So that
So
bubble was your protection.
yes, it was a protection.
Hmm.
So since I became, I said, you know what? I know who I am, and
Hmm.
this protection needs. You get an adult who wants to have that as an adult. So as I was getting older, this me, my pretend self was became reality to everybody. So I already had this whole pretend life and pretend persona, but I was living in my truth regardless of the fact of the trauma and everything else was going on.
Right.
And I took Malaysia, the pretend female, and made it to the reality that I am today.
Wow, that's heavy. That no, it is. That's heavy because you were a kid. You
Yes.
you were a kid, and it's just the reality of it that all kids aren't protected. Um, was there ever any justice? Was it ever addressed?
Oh, and one incident has been addressed,
Hmm.
and the other one not so much.
Hmm.
So I just let it be and try to live my life the best way I can, and I know how.
Right.
I let God he takes it. He got it. I
Yes.
let him do
Yes.
all I let him do all the work while I live my life.
Exactly, because they think that they got away with it. No, it's coming back. When you harm a child, it's coming back. It's coming. And you don't wish any bad on anybody, but you don't harm a kid either.
No.
Kids are defenseless, and they can't they can't protect themselves. They can't protect themselves. Okay, so you're like you're open and you like to advocate for the transgender community,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, like, what
Yes.
things have you been able to do thus far? Have you been able to speak out? Like, what?
I really haven't spoke. Well, I really haven't really spoke out.
Mhm,
I always kept things bottled up, but I do really want to be a spokesperson. And I think
mhm.
doing this, that's why I said yes.
Yeah,
Doing this
yeah.
will start me to be a spokesperson from somebody
Mhm.
for
Right.
transgender, you know, for just LGBTQ person regardless.
Uh-huh.
Just have that voice for people who,
Right.
who don't have voices.
Right.
So
Because
so this is a stepping stone to do more, hopefully more awareness and do more stuff that really need to be done.
And once you start doing it, it's not hard. It's not hard. Um, During all the Black Lives Matter rallies that were going on during COVID,
Mm,
where I live, we had one. Dana, I think Dana was the started. It was either Dana or my cousin Jamie. I don't know who started it, but there was one for Black Lives Matter LGBTQ.
mm.
And like you said, this is your first step. That was going to that and supporting was my first open step outside of my norm and be like, I'm with you. I support you. So all it takes is one step and you can't be shy.
That's and that I'm trying to get over that.
Hmm.
Even though I go outside like this and
Hmm.
this and the third, I'm still shy. But I need to say, be a voice regardless.
Yeah.
There's gonna be haters. There's always gonna be somebody who don't like, who's not gonna accept who you are regardless.
Who
I
cares?
learned that. I learn that all the time. So
Yeah.
I'm like, who cares? I'm
Yeah.
still gonna be me. I need to still be
Exactly.
me and have my voice out there.
Exactly. Who cares? Like I had to learn that. I don't know if it was age that I got to the point where either you accept me or you don't accept me. It's whatever I am, who I am. Like you are who you are. It doesn't matter. You know what? As long as you're true to who you are, that's
Yes.
the life I'm living today. So,
Yes.
um, surgery. How long do you have to be on hormones and stuff before
Um.
you go to surgeries? Like,
Most
talk about that.
nowadays the younger generation are doing it right after, I think, a couple months right after they get maybe a year or so of transition, and then they go get surgery.
Uh huh. Now, stop. I'm gonna stop posting them comments because you're too busy reading them and interrupting our conversation. Go ahead.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no, no. I'm saying that's what it is. It's
Right.
after a year, mostly after a year, maybe a couple 2 months or 3 months, maybe a year, they start going to the surgery part.
Well, how do
They
you?
send you,
Huh?
huh?
No, go ahead. They send you where? You were getting ready to say something. I interrupted.
Oh no, they do the hour. I mean, you most of the time, sometimes a couple months, but most they say a year. Dress and act like a female or male if you're going to be trans male to before you had surgery and all this other stuff and other things of that nature. So, but back in the day, it was a long. You have to wait for a while. Now it's
Mhm.
like right away. It's like right away.
Well, let me
So it's
ask you.
quicker.
Being older, being older, and going through this, and you see the younger generation, younger,
Mm,
doing just jumping to it. How do you feel about that? Do you feel as if they're moving too fast? They need to take some time? Because if somebody comes out like I watch I Am Jazz. I know you know who Jazz is.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I love the show I Am Jazz. I've been following Jazz since she was a little person, about to be like
Mm,
5 or something, going through it.
yeah.
And she always said that she was a little girl and her mom dressed her as a little girl and the whole family's supportive and all that stuff like that. People spoke out against it. Me personally, I was like, give her some time to grow up. But now that I see her as an adult and
Mm,
she started those hormone pills as a child, like she doesn't need like breast implants and stuff like that. She just had the bottom
yes.
surgery.
Yeah.
But you being older, how do you feel about the rapidness of it?
Well, I feel this. I guess it's I feel that sometimes it's too early because you just started.
Hmm.
You started the hormones,
Hmm.
and you needed to let it work yourself. For
Hmm.
one, let Mother Nature takes its course.
Right.
And sometimes I've been in some and for for older people, I I think they waited long enough. They can. I think they could just start it right away. After probably a month or two, maybe 3 months,
A month?
maybe a year. Don't not know all that's too long. Maybe a year. 'Cause some people do it. Some people do it right after a couple of months.
And
Sometimes.
and my reaction just now was a month. That's kind of quick. Not thinking about the whole lifetime. that
Yeah, the
person
whole life.
has. I didn't think about that. Like, see, the
Because
intensity
the
is
thing is, body when they because they're already there's some parts of their body they don't like, so they want to
right.
change. So soon as they go to the doctors, they get this, they get diagnosis, they get all this together and going on. They want to do it right away.
Wait, so
Soon
it's
as
a
doctor
diagnosis.
said, yes,
You
your body's for you diagnosed with body dysphoria.
okay? So okay, now tell me again, how long is therapy?
The rest of your life, mostly.
No, like before you get that diagnosis, how long are you in therapy before they give you that? uh,
Um, Maybe 2 or 3 sessions. It don't
Now,
take that long.
what if somebody is, because people know how to play the game.
Yeah,
What if somebody goes in there and they're not being truthful to the doctor? Because we know people that go to the doctor and aren't truthful to their doctors.
yeah.
And then the doctor gives them this diagnosis. And
Well,
I I
it's
don't
pretty.
know. Maybe
I think it's pretty intense. I think when you go to the doctor, to the therapist, and I think like after a couple sessions, she'll know right away that you are that you have body dysphoria.
okay. All
You
right.
know, because you might talk about it a lot, or you might say, you know, you talk negative about certain parts of your body, and you wish you can change it. And you wish this happens. So I think after like a couple of sessions, the doctor I think will know that this is your body. You're not. You have body dysphoria. So for myself, she knew I didn't want breast. She knew that I wanted breasts, and I don't
Mhm.
like the flat chest, and it seemed
Okay.
like a boy. So
You wouldn't
you
want to be
know,
me.
so I was like, well, and even now I want breasts. I really
Mhm.
want because it will make me figure.
It make
It
you
will
feel
make
better.
me to be a female in my head.
Okay.
So with that, will make me more female-ish. Not not saying that I'm a girl. 'Cause I wish because a lot of people say that um that I'm not a woman. I am a trans woman.
Okay.
So I just want the breast to feel like it.
Well, in the
So
meantime, do you wear the fake ones? Because they got them fake ones.
no, I don't wear nothing.
So, but like to like try to get yourself in. Do you see
To
yourself doing that
well, maybe
before?
I should. I should. I
Oh,
really should. I should go to the doc. I should go to them places and get the fake ones
yeah. You
just to
don't got to
see
go to
how
the
big.
doctor then, right? Because you don't
No,
know
but
how big you want to be.
I know
And
how big I want them. I know how big I want them to be.
oh God,
I just, I just don't want. I think for me personally, I just want to just do it
okay.
because I'm usually a doer. I don't like planning stuff, but you need to plan,
But
to get what
sometimes
you
you
need
have
to
to
do.
got to plan. You can't just go in there and be like, I want this size, and then you're like, you wake up and you're like, okay, this isn't what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
like, go play with the look. Look, I'm just giving advice. Just go to them stores and
And
play
touch
with
them.
them, and yeah, like do what you got to do.
But
If,
right now I want them. This thing is, I think I want them, but I think I'm good where I'm at in my own. And I think in my head, I think I'm good, okay, where I'm at. When you with somebody or they talk about they want bigger, they want you to have bigger ones or whatever.
forget
I
that.
just want a nice. I like. I like. I think I like what I got, but a little
Hmm.
bigger is not. It will be fine.
Yeah, forget. No. Never let nobody tell you what you need to do with your body. Like that's number one. Like that's the first and foremost. You never let nobody dictate what you do with your body. That's your body. And since you think you're okay now where you are, but you think you want them, that makes me really think that you ought to try them fake ones. I mean, like, don't they got the go get you a bra your size and get them chicken cutlet things and put them in there and
Yeah.
just
But
just
this is the thing too. My doctor said that I'm at my peak, like I'm at the top because I have muscle issues. So my body now is fine, is at the peak. I'm at the top. So that's why I need extra. I need, for me, self esteem a little bit. Need extra to make me feel a little bit more womanness
So
ish.
what do you mean at the top? What does that
I'm
mean?
at I don't think I'm
Of the
going
body
any.
that's growing.
My body's not going to grow anything different. No changes probably will not be done in
Mhm.
this body. So I will have to get. He said I might have to go through surgery on the top part or get implants.
Okay. All righty. And you know how big you want to go. Now,
Yeah.
we talked about this. You don't want to do the bottom surgery.
No. No.
You're like, no.
No.
I saw that on I Am Jazz, and that is a difficult surgery.
It's. I heard stories,
Hmm.
and I know everybody's different.
Right.
I have my own view on it and my
Hmm.
own opinion about
Right.
trans
Right.
women getting surgery.
Uh-huh.
So it's I'd rather just stay safe where I'm at
Okay.
and
I
like
hear
you,
you.
you like me for everything I got.
Everything you got. Okay. Uh, okay. Now let me ask you. Now I've seen this on different like shows or on Dr. Phil and different things like that. Where there have been people there was this one Dr. Phil show. There was this one trans woman. I'm gonna give you two examples. There was this one trans woman who got the surgery and regretted it, totally regretted it after years down the road, years down the road. And then there was another trans woman. I need help understanding this. There was a trans woman, she was going from man, male to female,
Hmm.
male to female, but she liked female. No.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. No, 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 no. Male to female, right? Right, male to female,
Hmm.
but she liked female. So she transitioned to a woman
To like a woman.
to like a woman. I don't
Yes.
understand why. Like
That
this is why
that
I
is
get
confusing
so confused.
because I guess the mind, I guess, is different. Your mind is different.
Mhm. Right.
It's about your mind. And so I guess there. I know someone else on a social media site where that she trans to a man
Okay.
and he's gay. He has a baby by men.
Transition
So
man.
it's a man that he's gay.
It's a
I think it's
born male.
your preference. It's a born female. He was born female, and then she transferred to a man that
Okay.
like men. So I guess it's not about your. I don't think it's your
It's inside.
um it, gender and your preference is different. You can still like your sex that you've been liking. I know somebody
Right.
who's a trans woman dealing like still like woman.
Okay.
So there's different types. So gender is about yourself,
Right.
and preference is about
Those are
self, but it's
combined.
about what you like. There's some trans women still like women, and there's some trans women like men. Like some trans men like men, and there's just some trans men still would rather date a woman. So it's not. It's your mind. Your mind's still the same. It's just that your gender is just different.
It's it's a lot.
You
That's why you have to be secure in who you are mentally
yes
because you
to
will
do
be
that
all
to be
messed up.
this yes
Yes.
yes
I mean, like that's a because I am so confused right now. I'm like, I don't understand. But we're not even gonna do that. Um I it's it's really confusing. Um but no, I commend you for going through what you're going through, doing what you're doing. Um, there's no judgment ever on me. There's no judgment. Back in the day when I was younger, there was a lot of
yeah.
judgment. When I was younger,
Hmm.
there was a lot of judgment. But
Yes.
as I got older and started learning about love, and they call it unconditional love, unconditional love.
Yes.
Love is love. There's no judgment on that. There is no judgment on it. So I can't judge you just like you can't judge me.
Nope.
I respect you, you respect me. That's how we're gonna do this. You know. So when people come and you said nobody has come for you, but when
No.
people come and they say oh God, it makes me so mad because like I said, I wasn't doing that. I'm not doing that. When they throw the Bible in it, it gets
Mm.
my blood pressure, and I have hypertension. It gets my blood pressure beyond boiling point because that's not unconditional love. That's not biblical love. That's not love. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
love. That's love with what do you call it? That's love with stipulations. I love you if I love you, but you did this, you do that, I love you. But if you don't live the way I think you should live, then we got a problem. And trust me, with you coming out to speak,
Hmm.
you're going to see it a lot more. You've been more in a bubble. You've been in a bubble, and
Yes, I had.
are, people are going to come for you. But the thing about it, when they come for you, just say God bless you and keep it moving.
Yes.
Keep it moving because if they got enough time to judge you, there's something going on real wrong in their life. That's how I feel about it. I'm sorry I went on that tangent. It was just a comment that I
No,
didn't share that just
you
got
fine.
me, you know. Now, how are you going to handle that? How?
Well, I'm gonna say, I smile like I always do. I smile and I keep it moving.
Right.
I don't have words for people who have ignorance and don't have the information and the education to
Mhm.
understand a certain type of group, a certain type of people.
Right.
And and plus, it's not for them to understand in the first place.
Right. They need to worry about their own journeys. They need to
Yes.
worry about. I got to worry about mine. Like I look at my life, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
self examination every day, every single day. Like you said, like you look at yourself, and there's things you don't like, body dysmorphia.
Mm-hmm.
Look, and I'm not trans, and a doctor could probably tell you, there's a whole lot about me that I don't like, you know. So it's not going to be a quick fix when you get that fix. Just know that there's
Mm-hmm.
going to be something else. You're going to be like, okay, I got this done. Now, what else do I want? So just remember that. That's like when you get a tattoo. People like, you get a tattoo, now you're going to want more. And you could be like, no, I'm not going to want more. No, you really are. You are. You think so? I
Oh,
mean, like,
yeah.
okay,
Because if you when people when they get something, they want more. They want
right.
more. You know, and
That's so true.
and that and you have to think about, wait, hold up, when is it gonna be enough?
Right,
So,
right. Now, how is your older family? How is your older family embracing you? Is there any judgment? Is there? Because
well,
old
I
school.
haven't.
We all got them old school.
I only have one family member that just not. She told my aunt told me that I shouldn't be like this. That because people gonna talk about Jesus.
People
So
going,
I can
yeah,
talk
hello.
about anybody. So by me doing this, that's not. I don't need to be unhappy. I don't need to be sad.
No, you
I
don't.
need to be me. I need to be who I am today. And he put me in. This is how I feel. He put me in different different scenarios in my life
Right.
to get me where I'm at today.
Exactly.
He
Exactly.
didn't make no mistakes on that part. So
Exactly.
he made me go through the bad stuff, the good stuff, the teasing, the picking, all the other stuff back in the day
Right.
to get me where I'm at today.
Right.
You
And you
know,
just made that comment. He didn't make a mistake. Um,
no,
and there no, and we all know that we all all know that grew up in the church or around the church or somebody in the church. We all know or heard God makes no mistakes. He makes. So, what do you say to people who hear you say, "Well, I'm in the wrong body"?
Well, it's I will say, it's a process. You might feel that way. You might think that way. You might. He's still going to guide you to where you need to be at in life.
Uh huh.
You have to go through these things to get to where you at. Even
Right.
though you might say, "Well, I'm in the wrong body," you feel like that.
Right.
He gonna put you in steps to get you to the right place and maybe put you in the right body or in the right spirit to vessel to carry the body that you want.
Yeah, because he doesn't put any more on us than we can bear. We all go
No.
through. We all go through something in this life. We all go through journeys, tests, and trials that we don't understand at that moment. We don't know why we're going through it. We'll be like, Lord, why me? Why is this going on? Whatever. But I've learned from my journeys that everything I've gone through that have been detrimental and have been horrible, like I'm like, Lord, I can't do this. Like I don't, it's all helped me help somebody. I can't help you if I really don't know what you went through. Now, going through things I've gone through, and I come across another young lady or whatever that's going through exactly what I went through, I can be like, yo, I know what you're going through. I feel your pain because I've been there. So, you being where you are and everything, the transition, everything, you can help somebody that's going through it, younger, older, because you know what it feels like. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you're right. He doesn't make mistakes. We just we go through things in this life, and I just want to encourage you to continue what you're doing. Be careful. Just be careful. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings. And not to scare you, but you're the one that told me. You're the one who said this is great because it's Women's Month and most trans
Yes.
women and I didn't even think about it like that. I
Happy Women's
honestly
Month. Happy Women's Month, everybody.
I don't even, I'm like, okay. But it is significant. It does,
Yes.
and you pointed that out, and I didn't realize it. I don't. Oh, that comment got my goat. That thing, that thing got me feeling a certain kind of way. I just get, I hate when there's conditions. I hate that. You know what? Mm. I'm sorry. This is your show, but it's like, no, you don't
It's everybody's show.
understand. Yeah, you don't.
It's
Yeah, this is everybody's show to get everybody to understand. And what do you see for yourself in like you're how old? 42?
42.
Okay. So when you see yourself in like my age, like 10, 11 years,
Mhm.
where do you see you? What do you see for
Um,
yourself?
living in a house, maybe some type of family from structure, and having a career. Actually, really having a career.
But in your transition, where do you see you?
In my transition, I want to be not the first, but I want to be. I want to be making a name for myself.
Like,
I want to be in real estate, so I want to be maybe the first
oh,
trans woman in real estate.
oh, snap. All right, that's a goal. That's
That's a
did you
goal.
have a vision board?
Mm-mm.
Create a vision board. I have a
It's usually
vision
my
board.
mind.
No,
It's
no, no,
usually in
no,
my
no.
mind. Oh, I
No, no,
need
no.
one. I know I need
You need a
one.
vision board
Yeah.
so you can see it. You got to see it, visualize it. That's how you manifest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My vision board is right across from my bed. When I lay down, straight ahead is my vision board. So when I go to bed at night, when I wake up, that and my positive confirmations and my prayers or whatever, it looks crazy. It's a neat little cluster, but it's my vision board. And everything I accomplish, I can check it off because I saw it. Because your mind got a lot going on. You got a lot going on in your mind. So you need to see
Mhm.
it. Just take something off. Go to Dollar General, get you a board and some stuff, and
That would be
definitely
nice.
put,
I need to do
yeah,
that. I need to put that vision. This is. I have goals. This is what I want
Yes.
to do
Hmm.
and how I'm going to achieve it
Right. And
and
sometimes you
all
don't
that
even
good
know
stuff.
how you're going to achieve it. Sometimes you
No,
have
I
no
still
idea how you're going to do it. Like there's so many things that have been on because I've had different vision boards over the last couple of years. And there was things on there that I would have never had any idea about. No clue. But God worked it out where I was able to check it off. And I was like, okay, all right. So don't even stress how you're going to work it out.
no.
No, just put it on your vision board. It can be the furthest left thing in the world. But if it's something you see for you, put it on the vision board and claim it. Speak it out. Speak it out into the atmosphere. Like
I see it.
that's
I'll every day I see it. I see me
yeah.
in
Wow,
my future and living the dream that I always wanted to live.
that's awesome.
That's
Like
that's where I
real
always
estate.
see myself.
Okay. Do you want to sell like no, I'm
I
like,
want to say
wow.
I have different there because I do my own image, so it's like my own little search, I guess, or where Atlanta is about. Atlanta has for like celebrities, but not just any celebrities, like million music celebrities, like moguls and stuff like that. That's like Atlanta. Then you have
Uh-huh.
the when you come to New York, I would say New York has the people who's from overseas coming into developers and people who just want to buy something here quick rent and that's it. LA is like for people who wants to live the Hollywood lifestyle, I guess. The
But
young and the older
so
style
that's
and
like
stuff
your
like that.
target. That's your target
My
because
target is like my target
regular
is
people
like
need houses.
for the moguls and the NFL players and NBA players who wants to go to Atlanta.
Uh,
That is always my and music. I love my music, so that's where I'm at.
Oh,
So I always want to live to Atlanta.
because
I like to lift up my
like I was
people.
saying, like regular people need houses. You
Yeah, they do
you want to
too.
live
I
in
do that
Atlanta.
too. I do that too. But I just want to because I like to lift my people up. And I understand you. Everybody need housing. I'm gonna do that too. But I just want to make me happy and make me some money.
I mean, because
But I also
not too far from where I live, not too far from where I am,
mm,
Whoopi Goldberg lives here.
all right.
So I'm just like, people, some people don't want to live in those cities. Like you have
Yeah,
people like a Whoopi Goldberg, and I remember in the not too far from my post office, Felicia Rashad.
yeah.
She had a house like right around the corner from my post office. Like these
All
are
right.
regular people wanting. So start off small, aim
Oh
big,
yeah, yeah.
start
That's at the that's in the somewhere in the when I get my own little
within the
spot
10 years. Within the
and
10
stuff like
years.
that. Then that's why I do those big clients and all this other stuff. But I will do something small. Somebody who's can afford certain cozy apartment houses and stuff like that.
Oh, so I'm going to be seeing you on billboards.
I'll be on the billboard.
Malaysia's Realty.
That's
Speaking
right.
into existence.
And
You know what? I am going,
especially
I'm going to make you, you got to send me a picture of you in full drag. I'm going to make you a little, a little realtor thing. Really, just a little gift, a little, yeah, for your vision board. Put it up there
yes.
for your vision board. Because I did that with Tea Time. I
Mm.
took a picture of my logo, printed it out, and I got it on my vision board with my plans for it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say what my plans are because people will hate on your plans.
Yes.
So some things you got to keep close to the vest because you can't
Yeah.
tell all your business, but show all your cards because everybody's not happy for you. Like just
No,
know
no,
there
no.
aren't people. Everybody isn't happy for what you're going through right
No, they're not.
now. Mm-mm.
I'm
But
gonna be true to the people that is true to me.
yeah, and if not, then they could just kick rocks or whatever. They can keep it moving.
They don't need to. My thing is, they don't need to know me. Then my thing is, if you're not accept, I don't. I know everybody don't accept me as a person or as being trans or whatever. But just don't come in my space. Don't come around me or in my
With
space
that negative
with
energy.
negativity. Like this
Right.
lady said. There's a lady on TikTok. Her name is. She always say, no negativity, love. I love that.
No negativity. Oh, I like that. I gotta write that down. I like that. No negativity. I never heard of that, but that's yo.
No negative energy, love. That's her favorite. That's her TikTok name. I think it's Lady something, but she says it, and I love her video. I think I found her on IG,
Hmm.
but she's a okay, not a she's
Motivational.
so
She's an
she's
inspiration to me.
motivational. Yes, for her
She's an inspiration.
for what she is about, I like it. I think she
Okay.
made clothes too,
Okay.
but you know,
Now, do you have like any role models that are trans?
um, not really. I really don't. I don't. I think I look up to. I, I'll not really. Not. I always look. I did. I still. I think do look up to Laverne Cox.
Uh huh.
Laverne Cox.
Yeah, I know
But
who that is.
that's probably about it in a way. But I just look up to myself
Okay.
because I want to be the
For
best
you.
person I can be in this life.
Now, when are you going to start using? Do you have a date of when you're going to start using the name
I
Malaysia?
I use it whenever wants to call me that. But I need to
Hmm.
go. I'm trying to go to change it. Hopefully this year I can change my name
Oh.
legally to that.
Hmm.
So I can have so if I go overseas or somewhere and I don't want to be in customs and making and I'll be a fool and making a mess or mockery, So I'm going to go and get it legally changed with the F for the gender and then have everything together so I can be on point.
Okay. Now, do you get offended if people don't use those pronouns?
No,
You find it disrespectful, or is it more of the
it
younger
depends on
generation?
my. I think it depends on the person. It
It
depends
differs.
on the person. Me, here's what I would say. You trans is your own trans, like customized trans in your own way. Mine's is me. I'm still gonna be Malachi regardless at the end of the day. If I change my name, if I change how I look, whatever, I'm always gonna be Malachi
Hmm.
at all. So I still live in this body. I still have the same body.
Hmm.
So, so I live this body, but I'm in this new form of a body. So once that's still gonna be there, but I don't make a big deal out of it.
Okay. Because, like I keep telling you from the beginning, at no time do I ever want to come off disrespectful, you know, or make it seem like I'm being spiteful. Or, well, no, that you could tell that's not the case. But people can be rude and try to be
Oh yeah,
funny, you know. Um, but yeah, but I had to get some clarification on the plural pronouns because that messed me all the way up. I was like, I don't understand it. But then, like I said, when it was explained to me, like the light bulb went on. I said, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So when people come out after people like, no, use my pronouns, they need to explain to people like me the purpose of the they, them, the plural. I'm talking
yes,
about the plural, not the singular, the plural,
just the
because,
plural.
right, because
Yes,
they
because
could be
they and
like
them
me.
can be confusing. They be like them, then they, where they at, or who are you talking about?
Hello. Like, what? I only see one of you. I don't see a bunch. But then when it's explained, you're like, oh, I got it.
Yes,
And
because it's you in different forms.
yes,
So when
yes.
people say, you still gonna be, I'm gonna be Malaysia, but I'm still Malachi in a form somewhere.
Hmm.
I'm still gonna be saying I'm still two people. You want to be really, I'm still two people. It's just that we only got one person you see right now.
Hence the they, them.
Exactly.
All right. Well, look, it's 7:59. I was supposed to give you. Look, I'm gonna. Is there anything you want to say? That smile is so beautiful. That's the
Thank you.
first time you
Thank
like
you.
really smile. Is there anything you want to say to anybody? Well, not to anybody in particular, but is there anything you want people to know? Go.
No, just you can catch me on Facebook at Mal Mal Hal Hail, or TikTok Malachi Jaru Malakijhru on TikTok.
I'm not gonna be able to type that fast. So I'm gonna try to type. So Malachi Jaru at TikTok.
Yes.
Am I following you on TikTok? Yeah, I found you on
Yeah.
TikTok. So, okay.
Yes.
And Mal Mal, because
Hal,
you
H,
say that Mal Hal on
yes,
Facebook.
yes.
Are you sure you want to put that out there?
Yeah,
Okay. And
sure.
let me tell you something. Don't, I mean, it's 8 o'clock, but I'm just going to give you a word. Don't accept everybody's friend request, because there's some creepers out there. There's some creepers out there.
Yes,
Be
yes, it is.
careful. Be careful of what you answer. Because I was in a situation this week where I don't answer all of my tea time messages because
Mhm.
I answered a few and then my page kind of got hacked. It was double.
Yeah.
So I don't respond to a lot of them. I've seen, but I don't. And I got called out for that and even got called the B word.
Mm,
I was like, but and I had to explain. I didn't have to, but I explained why I don't
mm.
answer, but I'm not that person. People will think that you think you all of that. That's why you're not responding. No, you're responding to protect yourself. So remember that at all times. If you learn anything from me,
I
okay?
will. Yes.
All right, Miss Malaysia, Malachi. I thank you so much. When we go off, don't you go nowhere. You wait a minute, 'cause I gotta tell you something. Thank you so much. For those that tuned in and commented and interacted, just be kind. Like that's all I say. Just be kind. Treat people with kindness because you don't know what somebody's going through. So on that note, you guys make sure you tune in next Thursday. I have Kimmy K on from the village. She's an amazing woman. It's like a totally different type of conversation. So you guys tune in, tell a friend, like, share, follow, subscribe, tell everybody about this show. People want to get an understanding. Make sure you share it out. So you guys have a wonderful night. Bye bye.
Bye.